Greetings, friends. Steven here, and welcome to a new video. This is not a gamer haul, similar idea. For anyone that is familiar with my gamer haul series in the past, you will notice that the haul pickups have gone more from games to toys, and that's just a sign of the times. The reseller types are always looking for the games nowadays, so it's mostly just toys I'm picking up now. So we're not going to call this a gamer haul, it's just a Cat Max toy haul. If I come up with a name, you'll see it in the title all in due time. But anyways, this is mostly just used toy pickups I found from thrift stores. A couple new things as well. So let's get going. What we have here is some stuff that doesn't technically count for this episode. This is stuff I picked up just recently. But tonight, I went to our local thrift shop and I spent about 50 bucks. Which is a bit silly on assorted odds and ends, and we're going to take a look at that. But before that, I figured we could take a look at this stuff as well, because it is also pretty neat. We're going to start off with this curious-looking alien fish creature. I didn't know what it was at the time. Turns out it's actually from one of the Star Wars prequels. It's just a monster from a water scene? I don't know. I haven't seen these movies in ages. I think it was called a Kree or Quee or something like that. I can tell you. He's got a button on the top, and you can... And that was neat. These are always impulse purchases. I often just redonate them back to thrift shops in return. But for right now, they're mine, and I'm filling with them. So these legs don't do much. These fins do articulate, and you saw the mouth moving. Thought that was pretty neat. Now, check this out. This is, I guess you could call it a G1 TMNT figure. It's a Leo in a cop suit. Now, the baggie that he came in also had this Qui-Gon figure in, and I believe this guy actually goes with that fish, so it's just a funny coincidence. So he's in like a swimming pose. He's got articulation in the ankles for like dynamic swimming poses, I guess. So I guess those two can go together. Leo missing obviously all of his odds and ends, including his belt here, so you can see where the belt would be. But otherwise, in pretty good shape. And one of those baggies as well was this, I think that's a snow golem from Frozen? One or two, I'm not sure. Might keep it, might not, we'll see. This was surprising. There are people that resell toys as well, and I'm shocked that no one, collectors like myself or resellers, I'm surprised that no one wanted to grab this before I got there. It's a G2 Megatron. And that's a pretty epic figure, in my opinion. He still does lights and sounds, although it really should take those batteries out. Neat. I don't know if there's more buttons hidden away on his body here to make the sound effects. I know if you unsnap the head and snap it back, he does that. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. I actually have one of these already, but I think this one's in better shape. So we'll have to take a look at the one I have. It's on a shelf way back there. So one or the other. Pretty neat figure. Also, hilariously small feet. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know why they even gave him those tiny little feet. And I picked up this Rise of the TMNT Donatello figure. This is from the most recent, I guess currently airing Ninja Turtles show. So we got like the oldest one and then the most recent one. I don't know if this show is doing well at all, because these figures aren't very expensive at all. It's like 10 bucks. And I have several of these figures already. Like, I got the basic ones, but I really didn't care for the stock Donatello. I don't like the way they did his head. It just looks... it's not great. But this one, he has this backpack that goes on his back, clearly. And it's like a spider theme, so it can carry his little... accessories on them, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool actually. And I've been looking at this thing for weeks now, and I was just like, yeah, okay, I'll grab it, because I've got the other 3 turtles, and you really need to have all 4, I think. And of course, if you've been on the channel recently, you know I recently reviewed this guy, the Trans Art Strange Friend. He's still here. He's still freaking me out. Cool figure. So, that's it for recent pickups. Now let's check out some fresh baggies, yeah? We'll leave some of these in the background for the moment. So, get a load $49.63. The hell am I doing with my life? Ugh. Just get everything in frame here. Okay, so some of this stuff is pretty darn neat. In fact, we're gonna need all the space I think we can get. Brr, fish guy. Cool. And of course, the problem with toy collecting as opposed to game collecting is they take up even more space. At least with games like cartridges and whatnot, you can stack them really nicely. Kind of boring, but I mean, it's easy to store and stock, but toys are trickier. Look at this. Look at what we're starting off with. Who doesn't open this Mars Attacks toy and then just donates it? Like, I'll never understand. But Mars Attacks, clearly $5.99 sticker price. Martian Trooper. Try me. The button doesn't work. Okay, the button does work. Cool. I would say it's Mars Attack the movie, but this is not how they looked in the movie. But I mean, that's a pretty neat figure. I don't like I said, I don't really know where this thing is supposed to be from. Is he based on like the original old school comics or whatever? I don't know. It's cool though. And it's clearly still sealed. What is going on with this focus? Always with the focus. These cell phone companies, they don't know what to do with themselves. How about you fix the camera focus? It's always looking at something else. 1996 by Topps Company. Bizarre. Cool though. For $6, sure. And next up, anyone that follows me on Twitter knows that I've been going through a Furby collecting phase for some reason. Wouldn't you know it? It's Furby number 11 for me. And this one comes in the box, which is very cool. Surprising, I don't know why. It still had the box once again. See, it's funny, at this point they were kind of done up like Easter eggs. I don't think, once again, thinking of resellers, I don't think these G2 style ones with the digital eyes, I don't think resellers pick these up, because I've been finding, like I said, I've got 10 of these already. And this is number 11. Fun to collect. I don't know why I keep buying them. I really don't. I don't know what I'm doing. But this one though, it's I guess you could say it's complete in box. It's got some stickers. It's got a manual. This is way more than you ever find any kind of plushie. It's got some glue. I hope that's glue. Furby. I guess it goes like that. Then maybe like that. Then this. Something like that. Maybe. Yeah. Cool, sure. $10. Normally I only spend, like, if they're more than 5, I won't even bother, but, you know, $10 for one that's still in the box and has all that stuff. I was like, yeah, fine. Next up, a couple comic books. So supposedly G.I. Joe, the toys are coming back this year, and I actually found a couple G.I. Joe comics. These are like $1 and change each, so I was like, yeah. Everyone getting hyped for that G.I. Joe return, so found a couple G.I. Joe vintage comics. And where is the date on this thing? 1995. Okay, cool. And another one. Tales of G.I. Joe, Real American Hero. Would I kill them to put the date on the front? I mean, come on. 1988. Okay, cool. So it'll be fun to see the return of G.I. Joe. They've already shown, someone's already found. Okay, so future Steve and me, please edit in that picture of the Snake Eyes figure that has been. Alright, Furby wants out. There's a picture that leaked on the internet of a Snake Eyes figure that supposedly is part of that upcoming G.I. Joe line. So it looks cool. Comes with a lot of accessories, which probably means they're going to jack up the price because that's what Hasbro does. Check that out. Metal Gear ad, cool. That's one of the great things about these old comics. You never know what kind of crazy fun ad you'll see next. Look at it. See, what is it focusing on? There's clearly nothing there. Okay, so let's get into some baggies here. Baggie. Okay. Live opening. This baggie I picked up because it's got this, which, believe it or not, is a Ninja Turtle. Here he is. Now, full disclaimer, I saw in the baggie before I bought it that he was missing an arm, and I just don't have this figure at all, so I figured I'd grab one for the time being. $2 baggie for $2. I will fiddle with this Donatello that transforms into a car. Sure. What else we have in the bag? We got one of these. That's cool. I mean, sometimes you'll find random odds and ends that I might end up keeping. You never know. I'll probably donate them, but you never know. Get a little car there. That's cool. And we got that. That's basically garbage. I might donate that. I might even just throw it out. But yeah, basically $2 for that. Worth it? Maybe. Maybe not. Next baggie, $4 baggie. I was in a mood, seriously. Sometimes you just want to spend money on junk. With recent coronavirus concerns, a lot of my favorite sellers from eBay have been out of service, and they're back. Some of them are back now, but otherwise it's taken a while for stuff to get shipped out or for them to update their sites, whatever, and for good reason, of course. Clearly no one wants to worry about their eBay purchases when there's an epidemic going on, but I haven't really been ordering much at all from China, parts unknown China, as I like to call it, because they just haven't been in service. But now they're coming back, so that's cool. So I might start ordering some of that stuff in. But in the meantime, you still want to spend a few bucks now and then, have fun. So that's when the thrift shops come in handy. Here we have a, I guess, Spider-Man Sandman figure. Not why I picked up the baggie, also, although that is a neat looking figure. Main reason, and the only other thing in the baggie, was this gorilla guy. Look at him. Why is his arm backwards? What's going on here? Gorilla, you so crazy. Bend over. Over. Yeah, something like that. These are things, like I said, I'll just fiddle around with while I'm watching TV or on YouTube or whatnot. And, clearly his arm needs to be bent back in place. But as you see, these are live baggie openings. So, for right now, they're a little more than junk, I found. I'll have to tighten them up. Next up, we have a $6 baggie. This one I actually passed on before, but, I was in a mood. It wasn't... Someone clearly didn't buy it yet, so sure. It's one of the original Mighty Morphin Power Ranger figures. Clearly the Black Ranger. Though you can see some of the white on his limbs has gone yellow, as unfortunately they do over time. Button doesn't seem to do anything, but a neat figure. I've actually got a few more of these, so it's a kicking feature perhaps. Kicking all that ass, kicking that putty ass. So $6 for the baggie. Now, what else we got in here? Got a Magneto bendy thing. That's crap. A couple Batman figures. Alone, I wouldn't have got it, but with the two Batman figures. We got a Batman, we got a Robin too. And there is. And I do have a bit of a thrift Batman figure collection. So now those alone, I still probably would have left, but this next baggie actually has a Robin vehicle. So maybe, I don't know, but maybe those go together. And if they do, that would be pretty neat. $2 baggie, sweet. Well, if you saw, but there's a transformer in there. Ooh, crumb. It's one of these guys. I don't even know what these are called. Let me know in the comments if you like. So it's one of these guys. That's very cool. It's like one of those 80s style sporty cars with like the you know, like maybe a sunset styled light on the windows. Oh. Cool. And once again, I'm always worried about breaking toys. People get mad at that video I did of the Super GoBot. They're like, oh my god, he doesn't know how to transform a Super GoBot. Well, I can figure it out, but I'm always worried these things will break. New toys will break, old toys will break, everything breaks. Hard to please people. Okay, what else we got in the baggie? We got very shiny. I don't know what that. What is that? It's clearly, I'm guessing something for Batman, but maybe not. It's a Chap May product. So that, I'm honestly not sure. I thought it was like a Batman vehicle, but maybe not. Okay, and here's the Robin thing, so maybe something like that. Probably not. I don't think those legs are designed for this vehicle, but sure. Once again, something just to fiddle with. And that's it for that. Oh, and there's this thing that was in the baggie too. Oh, it's one of these again. Coming up, there's actually another one of these, but apparently, I guess Mattel and Hot Wheels did their own sort of Mighty Max toy line, and I guess this is another one of them. This will open up. I'm not quite sure how, though. It's actually pretty nicely in place. Once again, worried I'll break it, but this will... Actually, hold on. Let me... Okay, we're back. Yeah, it will open up. And then there's like this little playset in here. And, you know, it's very much along the lines of the Mighty Max playsets, but not Mighty Max. This is 1994 Mattel. And where did I see that? HWA. So it has... I think that's Hot Wheels Adventures. So it's a Hot Wheels toy line, but it's basically along the lines of a Mighty Max. So it's a vehicle, but then you crack it open in assorted spots, and it becomes a little Mighty Max playset. Neat. Fun, odd, random thing. And here's another one. This one clearly was not in a baggie. $2. Same story. Yeah. So this one I was able to fiddle within the store there and look it over, and it's like, oh, that's cool. Look at all that stuff. Clearly it's missing most of the accessories, but as far as it being, you know, just this neat thing that I will definitely look forward to fiddling with, yeah, cool. So you can see it's got missing a gun here, but maybe this one is still complete. It's little missiles. So, you know, once again, I'll fiddle around with this for a bit, look it up on the internet, get an idea of what it was back in the day, and I might keep it, I might not, who knows. Yeah. Well, we got a couple movies. Sure, why not? Seriously, what is it focusing on? There's nothing else in frame. We got Mortal Kombat 1 and 2, the movies. Sure. I was thinking about this recently, actually. I didn't have these on disc in any form. So I think I've been hearing a lot of people hating on this Annihilation one specifically, which means I need to see it again soon. I know this one is pretty decent, but this one I think people hate. So, not much going on in there. Ooh. And anime. It's Read or Die. This is a neat anime. I haven't seen this in a while. I think I have this, but on a bootleg disc I picked up from Parts Unknown in Richmond. But this is now the proper legit version, so cool to add that. Those are, I want to say, $3 each, which is maybe a bit much for a DVD. They also had the Patlabor movies on DVD as well. That's a long-running anime manga series, but those movies are kind of boring, honestly. And I was thinking about this when I was heading back from, being out and about, heading back home here, is that I think maybe they were inspired by just the mood of the Ghost in the Shell movie and how it's kind of somber. Maybe they kind of wanted to do the same thing because it was more or less a success for Ghost in the Shell, so maybe they wanted to do that for the Pat Labor series as well. But I don't think it works as well for Pat Labor. Anyways, we got a couple more baggies, and I'll have pictures of some things I didn't buy, and that'll be the episode. Another $2 baggie. This I only picked up for one. Well, actually, there's two things in here. They got this little. Seriously, please focus. Yeah, it's a little Micro Machine type tank. That's pretty cool. If I can get. I think that says. Does that say 97 Mattel? Maybe this goes with one of these. I don't know. But in here, there it is. Once again, missing an arm. I am fully aware of that when I purchased it. This is an original Beast Wars Megatron, back when they were just like little G.I. Joe size figures. And he turns into an alligator, and I'm pretty sure I have one of these that's also missing a part. So maybe between the two of them, I can cobble together a complete original Beast Wars Megatron toy. Pretty cool. I do not know where he went, though, because I was looking for him a while ago. I was like, where did I put him? He escaped. Else in the baggie, get a little something crap. Actually, an Animaniacs toy. That's kind of cool. It's probably a McDonald's toy. Yeah, it's got the M. And more McDonald's crap. I don't know why people even donate the McDonald's toys for the most part. They're usually just garbage. And making a mess in my hallway. A single Hot Wheel. Cool. Oh. And finally, the final baggie. Another $2 baggie. See, the thing is, usually I only pick these up because there's one thing I want in the baggie, and if it's like one figure that I can get for $2, I'm like, yeah, sure. Like this guy was $10, and that's a pretty good price by modern toy standards. But if I can get a guy like this for $2, this is one of the Michael Bay Ninja Turtle toys. Obviously Michelangelo, and I was like, yeah, sure, $2. I'll fiddle around with that. Get his legs and arms back in position. Add that to the collection. And because why not? Let's take a look. We got a frog. Sure. Oh god. This is it's one of those Kickstarter things like the G1 Transformers toys. Except this one actually turns into the Incredible Hulk. Sure. And we got a Lego Batman with his head on backwards. Yeah, there you go. Okay. And what else we got? Okay, let's take a look at a couple pictures real quick. Okay, we got two pictures for the stuff I saw but I didn't buy. At our local retro toy shop, I saw this. It's a Crypt Keeper action figure, still in the case or the box, whatever you call those, back on board. Thought that was neat. It was too expensive. I did not buy it, but looks neat. And finally, tonight I did not pick it up, but I saw it and it looked neat. It was a Matchbox Incredible Crash Dummies toy car playset thingy, and I think it looked like a cross, and you just set the cars going and they either smash into each other or against the walls. So I thought that was cool. I don't think the cars were in the box though, so even if I wanted, those not great purchases. But yeah, that's it. So there you go. A new pickups video. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've done any of these video stuff. But I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know in the comments. If you want to see me show off more of these random toy things that I pick up. Because I pick up a lot, I'm not going to lie. I donate a lot too, which is good. Because I can't keep all of this stuff. It gets overwhelming. But anyways, we're coming in at the 25-minute mark. So I think this video's gone on long enough. So everyone, thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.